Babita. Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, hi ma'am. Good afternoon. I'm doing great. What about you, ma'am? How are
I
you?
am doing wonderful as well. Thank you so much for asking. And so nice to meet you. I have seen your comments so many times on my videos, and I always wanted to connect with you. So glad that today we had that opportunity.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very feeling myself very content to have the conversation with you. And thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me precious time.
Most welcome. All right. So, Babita, why don't you start by telling me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. So first of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this beautiful opportunity for speaking here in you. My name is Babita. As you already know, I hail from Gorakhpur, UP. About my education, I've done graduation with English. I did PG, BEd, and also qualified CTET, UPTET. Apart from this, I'm a homemaker. Simultaneously, I'm also running a YouTube channel that's by the name of Learn English with Babita, wherein I post conversational kind of videos. Along with, I'm a mother of two kids. About my hobbies, I love singing, yoga, and talking with the people. That's all. Thank you, ma'am.
Amazing. Very nice. Glad to know about you and awesome hobbies you have singing, yoga, and also talking to people. I think all of these are activities that can give you a lot of joy and positivity in life. So, great job on inculcating such hobbies.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to elevate it bit by bit because I am getting improvement. I'm getting positivity over there after doing such.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Great, great. Very happy for you. All right. So, Babita, I'm sure you know my name and you know that I am a communication coach and a soft skills trainer by profession. I'm also a TEFL certified spoken English coach and a certified life coach. So, I love training and interacting with people, and because of which it was my students actually who encouraged me to start my journey on YouTube. Although it was very hectic, but I am truly grateful that I did start this journey, and now I'm totally enjoying the YouTube journey along with the other things that I'm doing. And whenever I get some free time, I love traveling. I love to cook, and I spend a lot of time with my friends, my family, my cats. So all of this takes up the majority of my life and my time. And apart from that, I have recently started another new venture which I wanted to have for a very long time. So that's the new engagement that I have in life. I have launched my own jewelry brand, not just jewelry, it's a earrings brand. So nowadays busy with that. So
Okay.
yeah, that's a little about me.
Wow, ma'am, great introduction of yours. I knew to you because I watch your videos and it is really very amazing videos that you are posting. You are putting those kind of content, and we are learning something new from your side as well. So, ma'am, I have a question for you.
Sure.
So, yeah. So, if a person wants to be an English trainer, so, but there is one obstacle is going on, like that person is not very much affordable. So, what would you like to recommend for those people who really want to become an English trainer and who want to do something different in their life? So, what is
Amazing.
your
I think yeah, that's a very valid question, and that's a good question to ask. Now, I have a little question, and I need a little clarity before I talk about it. So, when you say they are not a little comfortable, in what ways are they not comfortable is what I want to understand, and then it will be easier for me to answer.
yeah? Actually, that person is feeling inside themselves, yes, I'm not very much communicate with the people. I'm not having such kind of like confident and feel myself comfortable. So for those people, and as well as along with, they want to teach to the students. So for those people, what's your suggestion?
Okay, great. Understood. So the first thing is whenever somebody wants to become a language trainer or a communication trainer, the first requirement is you yourself or that person themselves need to be confident with the language or with their own skills. Because if they are not comfortable, in that case, it is going to be difficult for them to make that impact on their learners. So, number one is being very confident about your own skills, first of all. Next
Right.
comes the part where you are confident that, okay, I am confident about my English or my communication. Now I want to train people. So the training part again is different. Not every good learner can become a good trainer. So
Right.
the journey of learning how to train people, that starts. So first you get confident on your own skills, then you learn the skills of training, then you learn the skills of how to impart the knowledge or the skills to others. Now that is much more than the language, that is much more than knowing the ABCs of how to go about it. And you need to know, or you need to learn how to train people, how to connect with them, how to identify their errors, how to keep them motivated, because as a trainer it is very important that you motivate your trainees. If they are not motivated or if they are not comfortable with you, they will not open up to you. If they
Right.
don't open up to you, then their learning process will not be as great as it should be. And of course, then comes the biggest part of being a trainer, which is how to give feedback, how to share the feedback with people. A lot of people feel that, oh, I will only keep on pleasing my trainees. I will only tell them the good things and then sandwich the bad things in between and then again top it up with good things. So, those are the things which everybody who wants to become a trainer, they should understand what are the right ways to give effective feedback to your students, because if you do not share the feedback and if it is not shared in an effective manner, then it will not benefit your trainees that way. So that is another skill that somebody needs to know as a trainer. Understanding the differences between a trainer, a coach, and a facilitator is very important, so that you can take up whichever role is needed at whatever point in time. Then understanding the importance of evaluation, how to evaluate your students, because if you are not able to evaluate them properly, then again their growth will be slow, and then the learning will not be as optimal as it should be, right? So these are the things, or these are the steps that anybody should keep in mind while deciding whether they want to become a trainer or a coach. First step is, of course, being confident about your own skills and your own knowledge, and then learning how to become an effective coach or how to become an effective trainer. These are the two parts.
Yes. So, ma'am, without joining any coaching classes, institute, is it possible to become a trainer of English language?
So, technically or ethically, if you talk about without getting a certification, ethically it is not right, because if
Right.
you are not evaluated on your training skills, when you go through a certification yourself, your training skills are evaluated and you receive feedback what is right and what is wrong. So if you look
Yeah.
at it ethically, it is not correct that you should not risk somebody else's learning if you are not yourself certified, or if you are not yourself evaluated, whether you can evaluate others or whether you can give feedback to others or not. But can somebody become? Yes, nowadays all knowledge is available on YouTube. You have hundreds of videos which are available on YouTube. So if anybody wants to go ahead and become a trainer, then of course they can watch videos, they can learn, and they can experiment. But then the ethical part comes into picture, that is it ethical to experiment your skills on somebody else's learning when they are paying money to you? Then of course it is not.
Yeah, yeah. Because we need good guidance. So if you are
Correct.
joining any place, so definitely you are going to get wise advice over there, and they will definitely teach you as a positive manner and effective way, and by which you can learn something new over there, and you will be you will become very confident and feel yourself comfortable. So it's a very requirement to have to join any classes. So yeah. You said rightly, ma'am. I totally resonate with you. So my second question is, how to improve our grammar, and in which
Mm.
part we need to work on top of that, if that person is feeling themselves they are an intermediate level.
Mm.
So yeah.
Okay. So, first things first, whenever you are in your language learning journey, you should, at regular intervals, you should test your language level. So, there are many tests which are available to test your language level. One should definitely keep doing that. Now, when it comes to grammar, there are a lot of ways to work on it. When you do your language level assessment, you will get to know what are the problem areas. Those are the areas that you need to start working on. Now, when you are writing, when you are writing something, check that, use AI to get that checked and see what are the grammatical mistakes that you are making, and then target those specific areas. But what we do is we try and we learn grammar through our textbooks that we have available. But that does not work because spoken English and grammar are not separate. You cannot target them separately. So it has to be one thing. When you are practicing, when you are reading, when you are listening, when you are writing, you have to pay attention. So what I keep saying is you have to be conscious. A lot of us, we read something, we just read it blindly. We are not conscious. Okay, what is the structure of this sentence? Where have they used a preposition? Where have they used an article? What is the tense of this sentence? Right? So, being conscious in your learning journey is extremely important. If you are not conscious, then your learning will only be half baked, which is not going to help. Right? So, being conscious, understanding the logic behind how a sentence is constructed and why, and then applying it or mirroring it in your sentence. That's the perfect way to go about it. But we want to take shortcuts. That's why we go through our textbook. We solve, 10, 15 exercise questions, and then we think it will help our spoken English. But it definitely will not, because spoken English does not give you that time to process grammar, do your translation, and then frame your sentence. That is why it
Right.
is important when you are speaking, when you are reading, when you are listening, or when you are writing, be conscious, be present in that moment, and then frame your thoughts accordingly, or pay attention to the sentence construction, understand the logic behind grammar, and then make it a habit for your learning.
Yes, ma'am. And you said rightly, I totally agree with that. And I feel also, because if you are doing anything, if you are journey in the learning process, so you have to put your extra effort, you have to do it attentively, whatever you are doing. Like we need to inculcate the habit of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And in that we need to do it like with our like in honest way, right? Whatever you are doing, you don't need to do like such a temporary way. You have to
Hmm.
do it greatly, and whatever you are doing, do it like with consciously, so that it should be inculcated in our head as easily. So if that person is doing in such way, in such direction, where they are feeling, yes, I'm doing the best, and in that way, in such manner, I'm going to achieve my goal very soon. So we need
Hmm.
to take action on top of that. We need to learn new things each and every single day. Take another thought. If you're not getting positive good consequences in your life, so you will definitely reach your goal. I totally agree. Yeah.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. So I'll give you an example. When you spoke about it, I just remembered. I have this WhatsApp group where I have a lot of ladies who, they work on topics that I give them, and they do activities that I tell them. And sometimes, what I have noticed, if I give a topic, many of them would want to talk to each other or send videos or send voice notes. Sometimes they also send in their write-ups. Okay, so at times I see that they have just put the topic on chat gpt or gemini, and they have just copy pasted the entire write up into the group. So when you do that, right, it is, it is nothing that is helping you actually, because your effort is going to directly reflect on your capabilities or on your development. right? So if you get a topic to work on and you just put it on chat gpt, copy from it and share it on the group, it's not helping. So it's like we always want to go for the shorter route, the easier route, but we need to understand that success lies after you put in the effort or after you do the hard work. And that's the true essence of success that you are going to enjoy forever. So, very rightly stated by you as well, Babita, that it's very important to put in that hard work.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, I have asked so many questions from you. So, please ask me if you want to ask anything, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely, Babita. I would want to know about your journey of yoga. How did you start on it, or what motivated you to start yoga, and how has that journey been?
Yeah, it's been 8 years. I am in the journey of yoga. Like before 8 years ago, I was facing some kind of issue, health issue, and it was very painful situation for me. Then I went to the doctor for the like consulting purpose. There I found, and they told me you have to like surgery. Like I have to surgery to you, right? So I didn't want to surgery on top of that because I was having fear inside me. So they told me if you want to release this problem, so I start yoga. You have to start to do yoga each and every single day. So I didn't know about that like at the same time. So after coming back home, so I have this mobile, so I started to watch how to do yoga, how to release our body. So there I found a lot of videos are over there related to Baba Ramdev's, right? So I started to watch, and first step by step I started to watch how to do it, and when we don't need to do, right? So I tried to do it, and I started to follow all the thing each and every single. Then within 15 to 20 days, I got very surprising results in me. Right? So yeah, and I felt myself very calm, composed, and then I thought, yes, I have to do it all the time, right?
Mm.
Started to do it. Now I feel myself really very poised, and when I do it, ma'am, I do it with full energetic, and
Yeah.
I am able to deal with any kind of situation. It doesn't matter what kind of circumstances I'm going to face, but because of doing yoga, exercise, meditation, I'm able to extricate all the thing. I'm able to deal with the people, because earlier it was not my cup of tea. I had a lot of fear to talk with the people, to deal with the people. But doing such activity, I found myself really very poised, where I'm able to make my day productive. I'm able to make myself happy, contentment, and in that way, I'm learning something new each and every single day. I'm able to provide good environment to my kids as well at my home. So in the journey of learning process, we all are in the journey of life. We also try to do something different in our life, because nothing will happen just by thinking and spontaneously, until you take action for it, until you do it from the today. Because today, whatever we are living in present. So I thought at the same time, today never comes, tomorrow never comes, and today never goes. So whatever we are living in present, we are living, so we have to do it from the scratch. Don't feel nervous, don't feel shy. I was kind of very shy girl and demure girl. So I started to do it, and once I started to do it, ma'am, I have the kind of courage now, because earlier I didn't have courage to talk with the people, even in my native language. I didn't want to go even in any party, but now I have. Yes.
Very
So
nice. I think that's beautiful how you have evolved and how you have benefited from yoga. And I have learned about, experiences of a lot of people who are doing wonderful after practicing yoga. That's why I wanted to hear it from you as well. And you have the same response. So great job. I feel, Babita, this was an amazing conversation. I totally enjoyed talking to you and wish you all the very best for everything that you are doing. I think your English is definitely at a upper intermediate level. There are certain small grammatical mistakes that are happening, like using ago and before in the same sentence, or sometimes mixing up on your prepositions. So just pay a little more attention to it. Be a little more attentive when you are framing your sentences, and you can easily overcome them. But I think you are doing a fantastic job. You are trying to use well placed idioms, phrases, which are actually complementing your communication. So good job on that, and keep doing the wonderful work that you are doing. We can definitely connect once again in future, and we can talk about something more interesting.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And ma'am, I wanted to ask you, in which part I need to work in grammar portion?
So, as I said, you are mixing up. Sometimes you are mixing up your prepositions. Sometimes you are being a little confused with your tense. That's it. Other than that, just pay attention to using similar meaning words in the same sentence, like using before and ago in the same sentence. So, pay attention to that. That's it. But you're doing good in terms of your language.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. And it was really a wonderful conversation with you, ma'am. I enjoyed a lot and I have learned something new from you. So thank you so much.
Most welcome. Thank you so much, Babita. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Bye.